Alright, here we are, 3 days out from the Eugene Marathon, and we're going to check in with each person here, just kind of see how everyone's doing. Got the Eugene Marathon Expo going on, a couple other things. So we're going to kind of take you guys through the chaotic week that we have here, or weekend I guess I should say.
I'm going to get up at 5. I'm going to have my usual breakfast, some overnight oats, maybe an egg, a little extra fuel, beet juice. Just going to get that in as soon as possible, get dressed, just try and put myself in a good headspace mentally. I'm going to get to the stadium probably about an hour before. I don't think I'll need to do too much of a warm-up for a marathon, but I'm going to probably just do an easy mile, do a lot of drills, strides, a little last-second visualization, and then, just get out there and get ready to go. I also need to maybe just take a lot of learnings from the weekend and give myself a good chance to finish strong as opposed to blowing up. So I'm going to run around 220, 225-ish pace for the first half, kind of see what kind of guys I can tuck in with and hopefully just turn my brain off, and then we'll kind of start doing some work on the back half and see what I can do. So.
Eugene Marathon. So the original plan was for me to follow Jesse for the first 10 miles until the split off between the half marathon and the marathon. We get to the start line and I go to corral A, just like last year, go and get like roughly in the spot where I thought it was supposed to be, and I see Ryan. Not Jesse, I see Ryan. Ryan's about 20 minutes behind us in our pace groups. So I immediately knew that was not good, and I would need to hurry up and try and catch Jesse. So at the beginning of the marathon, I kind of pushed through the crowd, went way ahead of goal pace. Opening their arms caught Jesse by mile 4 and totally burned out. I went from feeling great to, oh shit, can't hold on. I kind of stuck with her pace group, kept her in sight until mile 10, but I couldn't actually keep up there for very long. Pulled away from that and decided to just chill and enjoy myself. Yeah.
Because I actually was smart about it and disciplined, which helped. It still, I mean, it still hurts. But it never got to the point where I was like in so much pain that I was like panicking about keeping pace, which was really nice. It was just like, oh yeah, we're at a point where it hurts. But I knew I could hold on at that point.
You cut it close.
Oh, I had a minute. That's quite a bit actually.
I would say it wasn't the best one that I've ever done. Okay, so as a pacer, we're supposed to be under our time. So if we have 3:20, we're supposed to be 3:20 or within 1 minute, but underneath a minute. But this time I was actually 11 seconds over. So a little disappointed in that. No one else seems to care. Everyone's like, oh, that's still really good, but
Mantra shifted from like sub 220 or bust just to be patient and have fun, because I had multiple people day of the race tell me to stay patient, and then past that point I kind of just let go of all goals and expectations and just focused on having a good fun time out there. And it was a nice contrast to my training block, because I did spend a ton of time training alone, doing a lot of hard workouts by myself, and then I ended up basically running 90% of the way with my buddy Nate. And we just got to do some good work together in the middle part of the race when it got a lot quieter. We were out in Springfield or out on the bike path. And then, yeah, just kind of got to kick a couple guys down in the last 10 to 12K or so when things started to get really hard. And I don't think I could have really asked for a better run, in the sense that it all pretty much went to plan. I ran 221. Off a negative split and had no issues with fueling or anything, and wheels only very slightly started to come off towards the end, but I still had a kick once we got to the track. So yeah, I don't think I really could have prepped or executed a whole lot better.
Was there a point in the race where you realized you were going to hit your time goal?
I wasn't focusing on my watch most of the way. I was looking at some of my mile splits, but they weren't perfectly synced up with the mile markers on the course. So I knew at, I think about mile 25, I did look at my watch and it said I was at like 2 hours and 13 minutes or so. So I knew I was going to run right around what I wanted. It might have been under 220 if I had a kick. It might have been right around 220, 221. I think if I had ran a little any slower, like 222, I might have been a little bit disappointed by that, but I think overall I ran a pretty even race off a negative split and left some time out there, which gives me confidence that I can be fitter and faster next time.
Trailtown Stories. Where'd that name come from? Every town has a trail. Every trail connects one town to another, one place to another. I believe every runner is connected in the same way, through running. Just like every town is connected through those trails. So Trailtown Stories is really about running. It's about connecting those runners like a network of trails to each other, and reminding people that we have a community we can rely on. Not to isolate ourselves, not to separate ourselves from each other, from the world, but to remember those things that unite us and focus on those things so that we can embrace that harmony, that community, that aspect of belonging that every person needs and wants in life. That's the goals. I want to inspire you to get out there and go run. I want to inspire you to get out there and enjoy yourself. I want to motivate people to find the positive. I'm not talking about silver lining. I'm talking about seeing what's positive in the world and nurturing it and helping it grow. Stoking the flame for the things that are worth stoking.